what I saw from the Rangers, look, fellas, they are really good when they are right. Now, when they're not right, they're not very good at all. But boy, they scored the most runs in the American League this year. They had the most walks. They have a great defensive team. They've made 57 errors this year. Only two other teams in history, 2013 Orioles and the Diamondbacks this year, have made fewer errors in a full season. The Rangers made 16 errors the second half of the season. It's amazing how well they catch the ball. So they can really crush it, and they can really catch it. And their rotation was excellent in this series with the two guys they threw out there. Montgomery was great. Evaldi was great. Their bullpen is really unreliable, but they are a very dangerous team when they play well, and they played awfully well, especially yesterday.
I was the center fielder on that.
Yes, I'm well aware of that.
Best defensive team ever.
That team was great. But that's what happens when you got Buck Showalter and he's stressing defense. You find look, you don't win in the postseason, period, if you don't have a good defensive team. I don't think I can name one subpar defensive team that ever really won or went to the World Series. You don't catch it, you're not going. And the Rangers can really catch it. And the Rays did a terrible job defensively in their two games against the Rangers.
It's the team you most recently saw. Rangers going into it, I think a lot of people were picking the Rays. So I'm not going to say what your pick was before the series, but seeing what the Rangers put out in his last two games, do you feel like they have a shot at making it to the World Series?
I think they do. Now, again, they're the streakiest team in baseball. They had like 6 wins in a row, followed by 5 losses, followed by 5 wins, followed by 5 losses. It's impossible to get a read on them. But I'm telling you, it's like Mitch Garver told me. He said, for 3 months, we were the best team on earth. And he said, and then for the next month, we're probably the worst team on earth. That's how streaky they can be. But if they get on a roll with that lineup, look at that lineup, fellas. Josh Young hit 8th yesterday. He had 3 extra base hits. Evan Carter, who is an amazing young player, is hitting 9th for them. They got thunder all the way through the order, and when they swing it well and swing it right, they're the most dangerous team in the American League. And like I said, their defense is great. They just got to figure out how Leclerc and Chapman and Zabours are going to get enough outs late for them to get to and win the World Series. It's iffy there, but the rest of the team is loaded.
Who is the most important person in that lineup? You mentioned a lot of guys, but I need you to pick who is the most important person that if you're looking at them at the Orioles saying, we got to stop this guy from doing damage to us.
Well, they have about 8 guys who could be named there, but Marcus Semien starts it all. Marcus Semien led the league in runs scored. He led the league in hits. By the way, he didn't make an error in his final 72 games of the season. And you guys know him. He's one of the great workers ever. He's one of the great leaders ever, and they follow his lead. So when he starts a game with a line drive to right center field, and then Corey Seager's up, already the ball is rolling. So I think the Rangers have to look at Marcus Semien and say, whatever we do, we got to keep him off the bases. By the way, he played in all 162 games this year, one of 4 players to do that. And he sets the tone for the whole team. If he's on and he's playing, they're a really, really good offensive team.